So let's get the latest. After last night, what's going on this morning? Janice Yu is live in Midtown, as we always are on the scene of breaking news. So Janice, how do things look right now? What are people saying about what happened last night as well?
Yeah, good morning, guys. Well, you know, today it's packed, and it was surely packed last night, Christmas, when people were out here celebrating and that protest broke out. As you guys mentioned, 6 people ended up being arrested. Now, these were a group of pro-Palestinian protesters, and they moved from here to other parts of Midtown. During the way, they were chanting, "Christmas is canceled here." They were waving the Palestinian flag.
What's happening, people? Buzz here. So I want to talk to y'all about this protest we had just the other day on Christmas. These pro-Palestinians, these liberal activists, they want to go out there and ruin Christmas for everybody. We can't have not one holiday without a protest without these idiots blocking traffic, stopping people from buying their gifts, running through the malls, trying to hold everyone up from getting stuff for the children. But nonetheless, we had them on the Christmas day show up in full force. They're throwing around this mock nativity scene with blood spattered on it. They had Joe Biden's hands covered in blood. They're parading that down the street. And they got in the fights with the NYPD. Some of them got arrested, but not all of them. Let's take a look at this.
We want to turn our attention now to some talk about the tensions in our area over the ongoing crisis in the Middle East. Kind of boiled over here last night.
Yeah, we've seen a number of these protests. Last night, 6 people were arrested after protesters clashed with police in Midtown. And this was just part of a wider action, if you will, that was happening across the country. Yeah. It was particularly outside some Biden officials and the Pentagon as well. And obviously, it's happening right here in the heart of the holiday season, leaving us to wonder if this is having an effect on New Yorkers as they shop and do their business during the holidays.
So let's get the latest. After last night, what's going on this morning? Janice Yu is live in Midtown, as we always are on the scene of breaking news. So Janice, how do things look right now? What are people saying about what happened last night as well?
Yeah, good morning, guys. Well, today it's packed, and it was surely packed last night, Christmas, when people were out here celebrating and that protest broke out. As you guys mentioned, 6 people ended up being arrested. Now, these were a group of pro-Palestinian protesters, and they moved from here to other parts of Midtown. During the way, they were chanting, "Christmas is canceled here." They were waving the Palestinian flag. Some were carrying a "No Joy in Genocide" nativity scene that was splattered in fake blood, and things escalated. That is when protesters clashed with officers near Grand Central Station and Union Square, leading to those 6 arrests. Those arrests were for menacing an officer, graffiti, as well as disorderly conduct. So we have seen these protests pop up here and there. Yesterday was no exception, but of course this had to happen during all the chaos that was Christmas Day. Back to you guys.
Janice, I had a quick question.
I'm so fed up with these protesters, these liberal idiots, these poor Palestinian people or whatever people. They want to go and stop one of the best holidays. They're supposed to be the most holy of the holidays, right? Christmas, the birth of Jesus. Everyone's putting out their nativity scenes of little baby Jesus around the kings and Mary. But no, we want to stop conflicts in these foreign wars. How are we going to stop anything when all you guys are going to do is hold up Christmas Day? Y'all aren't stopping nothing. Y'all are stopping, little Tommy from unwrapping his Xbox 360. Whatever. You're ruining his funds. You're giving him bad memories on Christmas Day. He's never going to forget. But that's not the only protest they had, people. They went to go intimidate Secretary of Defense Austin Lloyd and National Advisory Jake Sullivan. Take a look at this.
Protesters gathered outside 2 of President Biden's senior advisors' homes on Christmas Day.
Austin, come outside! Austin, come outside! You cannot stay there and hide! You cannot stay there and hide!
This was the scene outside Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin's house in Washington. Similar protests also took place outside the home of National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan. A group that opposes U.S. support of Israel's military operation in Gaza staged demonstrations. It's not clear whether either Austin or Sullivan were home at the time of the protests.
Yeah, so how is that they're gonna go to someone's house and they may or may not be there because they want to protest this war. Like I said, this does nothing. This protesting and going to these people's houses and intimidating does absolutely nothing. That does absolutely nothing because this wars are continue to be funded by the Democratic Party. They want to continue in these wars so they can profit off, so they can siphon taxpayers' dollars. They're not for ending this Israel-Palestine conflict. They want it to continue. Just like all these other wars, they want that stuff to continue. Because you guys protesting does absolutely nothing. Yeah, so New York Mayor Eric Adams, he had a little blunder the other day where he said that New York City is the best place to come to because you can see the Twin Towers getting hit by planes, by terrorists. Let's watch.
When you look at the totality of the year, if you had to describe it, and it's tough to do, in one word, what would that word be, and tell me why?
New York. This is a place where every day you wake up, you could experience everything from a plane crashing into our trade center to a person who's celebrating a new business that's open. This is a very, very complicated city, and that's why it's the greatest city on the globe.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious. He literally had no idea what he was going to say and just went for it. What's so great about New York? Well, you can see the Twin Towers get hit by some terrorists. 9/11. We can see all those people jumping to their deaths from the Twin Towers, right? That's a great scene. That's why you should come to New York. That's why New York is great. That's literally what he had to say that was probably not planned. He just like barfed it out. You can tell by his face. He was like, oh crap. I can't believe I said that. Damn it. But don't worry because he has to defend himself. Here he is defending what he said in a horribly spectacular way. And he references what he said about the 9/11 and saying that he said that you could see planes go into the Hudson instead. He just did like a little flip-flop trying to pretend like he never said that. Watch this.
Tonight, Mayor Adams is defending his reference to the 9/11 attacks when describing the city. In a recent interview, the mayor said the city is very complicated, where you could experience everything from a plane crashing into our World Trade Center to a person who's celebrating a new business, adding that it's the greatest city on the globe.
Using the analogy of the complexity of what could happen in this city, from planes landing on our Hudson River to all the other things, that was my comment. Those who take my comments in good faith are not going to try to turn them around. People knew what I was saying. The city is complex.
People knew what I was saying. I didn't say the 9/11, the planes crashed into the Twin. No, I didn't say that. I was talking about the planes landed in the Hudson. Y'all heard this fool? This fool acts like there is an actual video documentation of what he said. He said the 9/11 reference. Just own it. Hey, I slipped up. I accidentally, mix mashed my words there. I didn't mean to say Twin Towers. I meant to say the Hudson. But no, these Democrats cannot go back on their word. They have to stick to it. And if they do stick to it, they change what they said. I didn't say that. You're making stuff up. You were the bad guy, not me. No. Let me know what you think about this Palestinian protest ruining Christmas, canceling Christmas for all these young children, and Eric Adams' blunder. Like, comment, subscribe to BuzzView. See you on the next one.